What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tuesday night Q&A Hangout. Phase 3 of OTAs are in swing, and Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid speak to the media tomorrow. Kind of slow otherwise. The Chiefs media team doesn't show much on social media, but I wanted to kind of look at some of those photos with you guys from OTAs so far, answer any questions you have, and just hang out, man. Missed y'all. We don't stream on the weekends much right now with no games. So it's been since Friday. So hope you guys are doing well. Let's look at these photos, answer chat, all that good stuff. But first, got to do the intro, or it does not feel right. What's up, Cora? Twyla's in here. West Tony Smith says Chief for life. Hello there. What up, what up, what up? Yeah, Chief for life's in here as well. Sleepy Face. There's a lot of people in here. Randy's in here. Let's freaking go, dude. Cytheria. What up, what up? How's everybody doing? Richard, Greg Davis. How long should this Q&A last? My phone is close to dying. I'm not close to a charger. Like 2 hours, probably. You haven't missed anything, Zoe. We just started. Sup, elbow cough. What's up, Jackson? Fabio, probably. The third one. Third time's the charm. What's up, code name? Jack Hall in here, and we're live. Yes, sir. So let's talk about the title, okay? We forget John Ross sometimes. He was signed, sneaky, before the season ended. And again, there's not much to this, but what I wanted to do was just look at some of the photos from OTAs, because that's really all we have. They don't really have any videos or nothing like that. But what I wanted to do is just kind of talk about OTAs. And I wanted to look at some of these photos. I don't think we're going to look at all 50, but there's Danny Shelton. You've got Leo Chanel, Echo Boydo, one of the newest signees, Isaiah Norman, Daniel Wise. There's more over there, but you got Joe Cullen working. There's a little man, Danny Shelton, back there. I like that. Joshua Kando, Keandre Coburn, Ken Fajoli. But dude, okay, so let's see. You got Snead here. I think that's Jalen Watson. That's Joshua Williams. Remember, Joshua Williams is number 2 now. So he switched to his college number. Lucas Niang out there working. Jawan Taylor, the man himself, the new right tackle, left tackle? I don't know. Probably right tackle. Jarian Ely putting in some work. You've got Deneric Prince, who we are going to keep an eye on. So keep an eye out for 34 when you're looking at videos and stuff like that. Deneric Prince, the UDFA running back. Sky Moore putting in some work. Let's see. We've got Richie James here, number 17. I believe that's still Cornell Powell. CEH is out there. Sky. Coach Reed, Big Red. Let's freaking go, dude. Travis Kelce. Taking a little break. You got MVS. Patrick Mahomes out there working. I think that's Brian Cook. There's Blaine Gabbert, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to take a little bit of getting used to. I'm still used to seeing Chad Henne out there. Got Leo Chanel, Noah Gray. I see Jody Fortson. Then there was a lone sighting somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I might have to go back to the full screen. Yeah, there you go. Mahomes and Gabbert. That's an interesting sight. That's the future. It's just change, man. Sometimes change is interesting. I shared this photo, guys, on Twitter and said, caption this. I'm sure Andy Reid's talking to him about something serious like route running or catching a ball. My first initial thought was, don't catch the ball like this on punts. But who knows? It's probably something more serious than that. Trey Smith out there putting in work. Where is, okay, so you've got Kendall Blanton, Jody Fortson, Mike Edwards, Jalen Watson, Willie Gay, and I can't tell from that side shot who exactly that is. That might be Shamari Connor, perhaps. But you go forward a little bit more. There's Mahomes, Willie Gay, Isaiah Moore, MVS with a big old leaping grab. Get used to those. Then I think John Ross is there. Yeah, there's Shamari Connor, 27. Nazi, the homie Nazi. right there. Good old Nick. There he is, John Ross. So I don't know what to expect out of John Ross at this point in time, but he's there. He's putting in work, which you do appreciate because right now this is just voluntary. It's not mandatory, I'm pretty sure. Mandatory mini camp will be in June, so that is for sure mandatory, and then training camp obviously is as well. But you know, sometimes we forget some of these little weapons that the Chiefs have stashed on their roster. I want to look at one other thing too here in a second. I mean, dude, we might as well finish these because we got 9 left. There's Kelsey. I thought that photo was sick. Another MVS grab. Who's in coverage? I can't tell from that angle. Another Kelsey shot. DiCaprio Boodle, who was a UDFA a couple years ago. Mahomes. Jalen Watson. And I think we just got 2 more. Jalen Watson, Justin Reed, and then Travis Kelsey again. And Mahomes right there. Pretty cool. And then if you go to Chiefs, I want to look at their roster for a second with you guys in just a second. But I got a membership. Who was that? Yo, Prairie Girl with the 3 months at halfway to a red football. Freaking love that. Let's go, Prairie Girl. No, Cole, I lost my membership. No, Vizzy. Monique, how's it going? Wyatt's in here. Jesse. Yo, Jesse, what up, dude? Cytheria said, you said my name right? Oh, let's freaking go. I mean, my name's Cole, 1 syllable. I kind of mess up after that most times, so I'm glad we got it. Caption for Big Red and Sky Moore. A good cheeseburger should be about this big. Confession, I never knew what OTA was either. Thanks for asking. Oh, who asked? Yeah, organized team activities, Mr. Brownstone. Yo, Brand with the 5 gifted. Let's go, dude. Appreciate that, man. Let's go. Hype it up for Brand in the chat. One of the fearless mods holding it down. Telling him high knees are so overrated. You got James Johnson with the 4 months. Let's freaking ride. How do you feel about getting D-Hop? You talk about it, but never your opinion? I mean, I kind of give my opinion. My opinion is it's not really likely. So, I've kind of talked about D-Hop a bunch. And so that's why I'm like, I don't really feel the need to beat a dead horse because I've already said the only thing that makes sense to me for D-Hop to come is for him to get released because the Chiefs aren't going to take on his salary right now. I like D-Hop. I think he's a great receiver. Probably on a downward trend as far as like he's already hit his peak, and I don't know, he's already there, right? But I like D-Hop. I don't know that he's needed. I would not have traded for him personally, so I'm kind of glad they haven't yet. Now we'll have to see how it goes down the stretch, but I mean, my opinion on D-Hop is he's a good receiver. I'm not sure the Chiefs really need him. But yeah, I've talked about it in more detail, like voicing my opinion. I mean, dude, I've voiced my opinion so much on Twitter, and I've even done it nicely. I guess DeAndre Hopkins did not like what I had to say because he blocked me on Twitter. So I didn't even tag him. I don't even tweet at him, like nothing. I just shared a few reservations of trading for a guy who's about to turn 31, who only played half a season last year, who did have a good season until then, but he retweaked his knee at the end of last season, had knee surgery the season prior. So I like the guy, but I don't know that the Chiefs need him. And memberships just keep rolling in. Holy smokes. Jack Hall with the 6 months said, let's go. Terry with the 5 gifted. Jeremy with the 5 gifted. Whoa. The cheeseburger was this big? Yeah, facts. Too many gifts. Hey, Vizzy, you got one, dude. Let's go. Cole, who is your best Chief of all time? What's up, Hayden? I mean, Derek Thomas is probably who I would pick. How many Super Bowls do you think the Chiefs are going to win in the next 10 years? Asked Jalen. Jalen Ramsey's in here? Oh, man. In the next 10 years, 3 more. I hope for more than that, but dude, I mean, 3 more, that's 5 rings for Mahomes. I think they would, I think they'll go to more Super Bowls, but I think they'll win at least 3. Kelly with 5. Whoa. Everybody's going crazy. 6 more. 7 said Arch. Where do you get your pictures? What pictures? The pictures I was just looking at, that was from the Chiefs website. James, hey Cole, we don't need DeAndre. We got our receivers, young, fast, hungry ones. Yeah, man, I feel pretty good. I'm going to have Dan Harms on a live stream here soon to talk about the receiving core because he tweeted something out the other day that's kind of intriguing. Let's see, what did he say? I shared it yesterday. What did he say, though? Something about, from a pure talent standpoint, I think the Chiefs have the largest depth of talent at wide receiver they've had at any point with Patrick Mahomes at QB. That is interesting. The largest depth of talent. I mean, dude, Richie James last year went 600 yards with Daniel Jones, and he could be wide receiver 5 on this team, Richie James. I mean, yeah, there's some crazy depth for sure. I mean, and then we've got who we're talking about. I mean, you got John Ross in there. We'll have to see how he does. You've got Justin Ross in there. You've got others. You got Ty Freifogel. I mean, you've got the newly signed, drafted/signed Rashee Rice. I think Rashee Rice is signed. I'm pretty sure he did the other day. Or maybe he's the last rookie that's yet to get a deal done. That actually he might be the last one to get a deal done. But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot in that room. Are we able to tell how many members there are? Maybe. Who asked that? Maybe in the analytics. I think I could tell. But speaking of members, we're going to do a members-only live stream, and we're going to do a members-only Zoom call before the end of this month. They'll both probably happen around this weekend. And in the members-only live stream, guys, we give away a NFL jersey from the NFL Pro Shop. So we pick a random winner using a raffler, and I'll get your info off stream and mail you the jersey directly from NFL Shop. And yeah, we've been doing that every month for quite a while now. You think the Chiefs need OBJ next season? I mean, let's see how his knee holds up this season. Jeremy said we're going to win a Super Bowl this year, or again this year, calling it now. Well, I like that a whole lot. What up, Ducky, or Duckley? Ducky? Will Frank Clark be back this season? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, we've kind of talked about that a bunch too. The thing about Frank Clark is if Frank Clark comes back, he's really going to have to come back at a pay cut. You know, I understand that he gets the dead cap money no matter what. So when the Chiefs released him, he got $7.67 million or something like that in dead cap money, or dead money, whatever you want to call it. He gets that no matter what. So I think he'll probably sign elsewhere. A team's going to offer him multiple millions of dollars. If he wants to return to the Chiefs, I would think he would have to come back pretty cheap. Would the Chiefs be open to it? I think so. Chris Jones keeps tweeting about it. He wants him to return. Yeah, Monique, I mean, I would like a Frank Clark return. Love that guy, man. I just saw him on Instagram today. He was sharing some workout clips. He was doing like Pilates or something. Who's your favorite wide receiver? Like on the Chiefs? Ooh. Probably Kadarius Toney. But I like, or I just want to see / like the idea of a Sky Moore step up in year 2. I mean, I like Rashee Rice. I like Richie James. So Justin Watson is cool. The J. Ross squared guys are intriguing. John Ross ran a 4.22 40. Justin Ross, you know, should be healthy this year. Give him a fair go in the offseason. You see Sky Moore's new video? Yeah, Gwendolyn. I shared about that in yesterday's video and shared one of his crazy catches in that. It was pretty nuts. Hi said, will I get notified when you're doing members only live stream? You should, yes. And I will announce it beforehand in the members only tab. You'll see the live stream time and day there. Probably on Sunday night would be when we're going to do it, more than likely. More will be active this year. Yeah, more active this year. That is definitely the thought, Monique. I would think so, for sure. I think Chris is just drumming up interest in Clark to get his name in front of people. That could be too. Just looking out for his friend. PFF said Josh Allen's ranked 2 in the NFL. How wrong is that take? Well, I did see a post that had Josh Allen ranked at number 2, but it was from what I saw, it was a fantasy football post, and that's not a lie. So he is, if you want a fantasy quarterback, I mean, that guy will get you some points between what he does with his legs and with his arm. So I don't remember that exact one. Whoever said that, was that Justin? Justin, I don't remember that exact one off the top of my head, but if it was a fantasy football post, I could see why they'd maybe put Josh Allen at 1. Yo, Aaron Jacobson with the 10 bomb. Let's freaking go, man. Appreciate that. Uh-oh. Thunderstorms tomorrow? What time? I'm only curious because Thunder keeps our girls up at night. I would like to sleep tonight. That would be great. Okay, the rain's not starting. Okay, it's actually probably not happening. Tony Lamp, what's up, Ari? Where is the Tony Lamp? Dang, why do we have so many things? I don't even know where the Tony Lamp is right now, to be honest. Cole the Weatherman. That's right. I only care about storms because it keeps our girls up at night. Takes Patrick Mahomes better or worse? Better or worse than last season? I mean, MVP season, 5,200 yards and like 45 total touchdowns. I mean, I could probably see that again. I don't see why not. Yep, Chief for life. It wakes them up and they come get us. Are we going to look at the roster? Yeah, we can look at the roster. Yeah. There was like, I don't want to spend a lot of time there because I am going to make a video on it, but the Chiefs just dropped a roster. Let me see. Where art thou? Here's a look at the Chiefs' current roster heading into OTAs. So this was posted like May 22nd. Oh, okay. So just yesterday. So I just wanted to glance at this. I found this interesting. The names in bold. I'll zoom in a little bit if we're wanting to glance at the roster. The bold are players who appeared in at least 7 games last season, either for the Chiefs or previous teams. Rookies are italicized. So right now, 4 quarterbacks: Shane Buechele, Blaine Gabbert, Patrick Mahomes, Chris Oladokun. There's like 15 ways I've seen his name pronounced, and I'm probably doing it wrong every time. Right now, I see it as Mahomes, Gabbert, Buechele. Can Gabbert or Buechele rather earn QB2? Sure. But Reed has always had a veteran quarterback as QB2. The new QB rule is intriguing / interesting. You can have an emergency QB3 and they can suit up for every game now. So I definitely see Shane doing that. Running backs, you have 6. Jerry Neely, CEH, Jerick McKinnon, Pacheco, LaMichael Pirine, and Deneric Prince. If the Chiefs went with 4, I definitely see Pacheco, McKinnon, CEH, and then Prince as far as the depth chart goes, but we'll have to see what happens there with CEH. I know a lot of people say he's getting traded. I have no idea. 12 receivers: Ty Freifogel, Richie James, Sky Moore, Cornell Powell, Nico Remigio, Rashee Rice, John Ross, Justin Ross, Amir Smith, Marset, Kadarius Toney, MVS, Justin Watson. So pretty much the guys in bold are more than likely locks for me. I mean, Kadarius Toney, MVS, Sky Moore. Then I'd probably put Rashee Rice in there. Then you're going to have Justin Watson, Richie James. Like, that's 6. If the Chiefs roll with 6, that's more than likely who the 6 are. Now, could Justin Ross or John Ross sneak in there and boot out either, I guess, Richie James or Justin Watson? Sure. Can Nico Remigio sneak up in there as a return specialist? Yeah, I think it's a bit of a long shot just because Richie James, he is a return specialist. And, again, with the Giants last year, 600 yards with Daniel Jones. I think he's more than likely going to make the roster, but if you, like, for sure, the locks are going to be Sky Moore, Rashee Rice, KT, MVS. Like, those are the 4. You want to debate Justin Watson and Richie James with some of the other guys? Okay, that's fine. That's just kind of where I see things right now. Tight ends: Blake Bell, Kendall Blanton, Matt Bushman, Jody Fortson, Noah Gray, Travis Kelce. I mean, if they're going to go with 4, it's going to be the 3 in bold: Travis Kelce, Noah Gray, then probably Blake Bell, Jody Fortson. Matt Bushman was a guy balling out last year before he broke his clavicle in the preseason game against the Packers. Offensive lineman, not going to name everybody here, and even all the starters, because there's 16 of them. There's a lot. But Nick Allegretti will definitely be a backup rotational depth piece, basically. Who else? Lucas Niang will fight for a swing tackle position more than likely with Jawan Taylor on the right, Donovan Smith on the left, Trey Smith, right guard, Joe Tooney, left guard, Creed Humphrey, center. Prince Tega Wanoko was a swing tackle last year. Austin Ryder is a good backup piece. But you also have Carvin, who played a lot with Tennessee. I believe he was a guard. Played both guard positions. Wanye Morris is also going to be working in there as probably one of the swing tackles. If they go a different route and Jawan Taylor is going to end up being left tackle after all, Donovan Smith is the veteran backup, then I would think Wanye Morris and Lucas Niang fight for right tackle. But I really do think at this point in time, until we see otherwise, Donovan Smith is left, Jawan Taylor is right. Defensive ends, I like a lot of the defensive ends in here, man. Felix Anudike Uzama, Mike Dana, George Karlaftis, Charles Omenihu, BJ Thompson. I mean, those guys are probably all going to be seeing rotational time. Joshua Kando and Malik Herring were healthy scratches basically all last year. Defensive tackles, guys, I found this interesting. Remember, if they're in bold, they played at least 7 games last season. So Chris Jones and Derek Nottie, that was it for the Chiefs. That played or started, has it started 7 games? They appeared in at least 7 games. Obviously, Danny Shelton was around. Turk Wharton was around, but he tore his ACL. Keandre Coburn was drafted. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting position group to watch, the DTs. Linebackers is so stacked, guys. Nick Bolton, Leo Chanel, Jack Cochran, Willie Gay Jr., and Drew Tranquil. I mean, that's crazy. And then you've got Cole Christensen, Cam Jones, and Isaiah Moore fighting as well. I mean, definitely Nick Bolton, Willie Gay Jr., Drew Tranquil, Leo Chanel, Jack Cochran I don't remember how many linebackers they went with off the top of my head for the 53 last year, but he could be the special teams guy. Cornerbacks 11, dude, but Trent McDuffie for sure, Sneed. You've got Lamar Jackson. Can't forget about him. He's the cornerback, not the quarterback. Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams, safeties. We've talked a little bit about them. That's an interesting group to me. Justin Reed, obviously, for sure. Brian Cook starting. Justin Reed. Mike Edwards could be, safety 3. Now the question from there, in my eyes, is it Chamari Connor or Deion Bush as safety 4? Chamari Connor played a lot of special teams in college, is not afraid to do that, and he's kind of a Swiss Army knife. You can use them all over the field. However, Deion Bush played the second most special team snaps on the team last season, only behind cornerback Chris Lamons. Definitely interesting to watch the safety room. And then obviously the 3 specialists, Harrison Butker, Tommy Townsend, James Winchester. So somebody wanted me to look at the roster with you guys, and that's the roster right now as it stands, the 90 heading into OTAs. Kind of my thoughts on some of the position groups and where they are. Not my official 53-man roster projection by any means, but kind of an overview and where they're at. And with that being said, let me try to get caught back up on chat. Yeah, let's go defense, said Jeremy. Lyrics in here. What up? Doggy's in here. Been a while since I could catch a live. What up? What up? We had a little dono. Justin with the 5. What's up? What's up? How about that New Heights live show drop? I watched that earlier and it was fire. Also, Tony for Offensive Player of the Year. Hey, let's go. I've only seen half of New Heights live, but it was awesome. I'm going to finish it soon. It was great, man. Jeremy said, what do you think about the new fair catch rule? Tommy Townsend didn't like it. Tommy Townsend tweeted out today. He said, what did he say? This is what he said. I'll show it to you guys. Let's zoom in. Not good for football for many reasons, but let's pass something that players and coaches are so clearly against. Because it was voted on and approved by owners. I think 8 teams, or they needed 8. Hold on. Let me pause that thought. But let me talk about the rule for a second. NFL owners approved the resolution putting the ball on the 25-yard line following a fair catch on a kickoff. So basically, dude, on a kickoff, you could fair catch at the 10. You could fair catch at the 15, the 5, the 1, the 20. And no matter what, if you fair catch on a kickoff, the ball gets put to the 25-yard line. And their reasoning behind that is the percentages of concussions that happen on kickoffs. They broke it down more scientifically than I can tell you off the top of my head. I don't know, dude. They're preaching player safety on this, which is why they passed it for a temporary 1 year. But then they did vote and pass the Thursday Night Football flex. Now, the Thursday Night Football flex is a little bit different. You can flex a team to Thursday Night Football in between weeks 13 to 17, but you need 30-day notice, and you can only do it twice. So, I don't know. That's an interesting one to me. It was a revised approval. Yeah, very interesting. Justin, thanks for the 5, man. Cole can try out for wide receiver? Nope. Justin Ross will be the MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and Super Bowl MVP. Clean sweep, baby. Let's freaking go. Oh, boy. All Chiefed Up is in here. Everybody say, what up? Bring back the coffin corner. You know who I miss, honestly, is, and he's a free agent, it might be a hot take, and I'm not even saying the Chiefs should bring him back, because he's not who he once was, but Marcus Peters. High risk, high reward with that guy, but I do kind of miss him. What's up, Ray? Terry's in here. We got GG's in the chat. You know what I just rewatched today, guys? We're making a YouTube short on it. But I rewatched the Chiefs and Texans wild card game 2019, dude. That first quarter was insanity. Chiefs down 24-0. I mean, insane, dude. The blocked punt for a touchdown. Lonnie Johnson Jr. was the guy who did that. So many drops. Travis Kelce a drop on third down. Demarcus Robinson had multiple drops. Damian Williams had a drop. I mean, it was all bad, dude. So bad. 24-0, and then just fireworks started with the McCole Hardman 58-yard kick return, which may not even happen, as much. With the new rule changes, people are probably just going to opt to fair catch that bad boy. But that 58-yard kick return with 10 minutes left in the second quarter, followed by a big Kelce catch and run, and then a Damian Williams touchdown where he caught it off his back hip. Just caught it off his back hip and ran right in. And then, dude, a lot of stuff happened right there. The next series, I'm not going to go over the play-by-play, but just that first and second quarter of that Texans game, guys, was so insane. That next series, the Texans went 3 and out, tried the fake punt with Justin Reed, and Dan Sorensen stuffed that man. So not only did Dan Sorensen stuff that man, the Chiefs then proceeded to march down the field. I think it was a Travis Kelce touchdown. Following kickoff from the Chiefs, they opt to return it, and Dirty Dan pops that ball out like a woman giving birth to a baby. I mean, that football just shot out. And I don't even remember who caught it. I can't remember who caught it. But, dude, then the Chiefs score again right there. Another Travis Kelce touchdown. 21-24. The Chiefs scored 3 touchdowns in 3.5 minutes of game time. Dude, Arrowhead was electric. That game was freaking crazy. We're making a short on it, dropping it tomorrow. But, dude, just revisiting that game, quite possibly one of the craziest halves of football ever. It was nuts. Thanks for letting me ramble on about that game. It was insanity. Yeah, the timing of the Damian Williams touchdown was insane. No, it really was. No, I don't like that rule because if you can't catch it on the 15, it goes to 25. If you want a cat says put your hands up. What, James? Wait, what? Yeah, I mean, they could still return it if they want to, but they're trying to encourage people to fair catch it because they're basically saying people who returned it outside of the end zone only on average brought it out to the 24.5-yard line. So they're basically saying you look at the averages, just fair catch it, you get it to the 25, you avoid concussions. I don't know. Yeah, that rule is interesting. The third QB rule is interesting. And then the Thursday Night Football flex. All interesting ones. I just dropped the YouTube short on it. You can check it out. It's a minute long, so I don't dive in depth, obviously. But I touched on all 3 of them. Yo, Trav with the 5-bomb with the 7-man wide receiver roster. Yeah, we're looking good. Nico, Ross, or Rice. I want all 3, but you only get 1. Yeah, I mean, Rice is a lock, basically, for sure, with him being a second-round draft pick this year. Nico Remigio, I love that guy, or at least his potential. Pretty explosive. Little guy, but they used him out of the slot. He was a veteran, quote-unquote, returner in college, meaning he's returned a bunch of kicks, a bunch of punts, and took 2 to the house. 2 punts to the house last season, and one of his returns were crazy. 3 spin moves and 1 return took it all the way to the house. It was wild. Yeah, but if you go with 7 wide receivers, you're either going no fullback, or 1 less running back or tight ends, or 1 less tackle. So then there's also just the defensive side of the ball too. How many of each position group are they going to decide on that? You got to think about this. Somebody brought that up. Maybe it was KCSN. Maybe it was RGR. I can't remember. But they said not only are these guys that are fringe roster guys that are fighting for a spot, you're not just fighting for, the last spot of your position group, but you're sometimes fighting with some of the fringe guys on the defensive side of the ball based on Tobe, Spags, Joe Cullen. Like how many guys they're all fighting, saying, I want this many guys, on the 53-man roster for my position group, for this position group, for defense. We want an extra this, we want an extra that. So you're getting a bit of a tug of war for multiple position groups fighting to put some of these fringe guys on the roster. All the coaches believe in all their guys. So you're not just like if you're Nico, if you're Justin or John Ross, like you're not just fighting for potentially wide receiver 6 or wide receiver 7. You're sometimes fighting against some of these other guys, even if it's on defense, just based on how the Chiefs are going to craft their 53-man roster. Thanks so much for the 5, brother. Give me a Chiefs hot take. I don't know if I have a crazy Chiefs hot takes right now. Ball on the ground, there is no fair catch. Otherwise, onside would be dead. No, you can like squib kick it and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, there will still be returns for sure. Yeah, Powell's on the roster too. There's 12 of them. Was he not on the... Yeah, Cornell Powell's one of the 12 guys on the roster still. Yep. Yeah, the Nuggets look really good, Uri. Crazy. If the ball bounces, can it still be fair caught? Yeah, I think that was answered down below. Yeah, no ball on ground, there is no fair catch. Otherwise, onsides would be dead. That's why they were talking about possibly a lot of teams doing squib kicks. But I don't know. Because then you do those squib kicks, you still chance the team picking it up and taking it for a long gain or to the house. So, no, Cole, that's what I'm saying. If you catch on the 15, yeah, you still get it to 25. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Let's go Miami Heat. Dude, I don't even watch basketball, man. Not going to lie. Squib kick every kick. Let's go, Chief for life. Hot take, the Cincinnati mayor will make another video with Orlando Brown again and jinx the Bengals. They made a video earlier, both of those guys, the mayor and Orlando. Yeah, Nico's got that special teams. He definitely could. I also think Richie James could do that as well. But if they want to reserve a roster spot just for a return specialist with an extra wide receiver, like you want 5 or 6 wide receivers and then a return specialist. So let's say they go 6 receivers, 5 are just like, these are our 5 guys, and then we're going to put Nico on the roster as the return specialist. Cool. You want to go 7 wide receivers like some people are saying? Sure, you got 6 wide receivers and then a return specialist. I mean, but Richie James could in theory do that as well. So, hello, Danny. She's getting laundry, I believe. New rules equals new ways for coordinators to work around them, said Brand. That's true. Practice sky kicking it to the 20 or 25. Make them make it a choice. True. That's an option. They'll find some ways around it. I wonder what PC drama the league will throw at us this year. Maybe they got whys that we're all about. I don't even know what PC drama they've been doing, to be honest. I can't recall off the top of my head last season. Not really. You like Richie James? I hope he whoops some names and wait a second. Yeah, not Rick James, but close enough. If Chris Jones states he wants Frank Clark and Mike, would he take extension? Oh, would he take extension only if he gets Frank Clark? I don't know. He could leave some money on the table for Frank Clark, but you've got to have Frank Clark want to play ball, and the Chiefs want to play ball as well. I think he left on a good note from what I understand, but yeah, Frank Clark could leave some money on the table, but the Chiefs wouldn't necessarily be obligated to bring Frank Clark back. But I would think that the Chiefs staff has a lot of respect for Chris Jones and Frank Clark, but Chris Jones especially. So I would think he has some say. But again, at the end of the day, Veach is calling the shots. You know, Clark Hunt, Andy Reid. I'm Rick James. Yo, Justin Reed's journey from a devastating loss to the Chiefs with the Texans in the divisional game to a Super Bowl with the Chiefs in his first year is a crazy story. That actually is a crazy story. Why are you running? Why are you running? The heck? Danny just like ran away. Brenda said, "Hi, Danny." That is a crazy story. Justin Reed's journey from a devastating loss to the Chiefs with the Texans in the divisional game. Yeah, that's awesome. That is definitely awesome. Danny with the sprint. Dude, she said there was a ghost in the laundry room. She's like, I didn't want to get caught. I guess she didn't want to talk. She's doing a bunch of stuff. And maybe she shouldn't have makeup on or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just live here and help pay the bills. You know what I mean? Danny with the 4-2-40. Road to 150K. Hey, we are on the road to 150K. Joined late, but do you think the Chiefs add a fullback? Randor, what's up, man? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if they add a fullback. Andy Reid has always had one. Now, could Andy Reid be going against his norm? Possibly. He's not going against his norm with a backup veteran QB, at least as of right now, and they brought in Blaine Gabbert. So some habits are harder to break than others. But, dude, this could be the year we see no fullback. Also, though, the offseason is long, dude. They could still pick up a fullback, for sure. No, you to GOAT, Melissa. Well, we just don't have the money. Well, money would have to come from a Frank Clark extension. Yeah. KC Chiefs fan. Nuggets are the only thing Broncos fans can be happy about. Jokic wears the same number of their owner. Bro, I don't know nothing about basketball, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Turn Blanton into a fullback. That is an option, Cora. You have one of the tight ends, kind of hybrid fullback at times. I mean, why the heck not? That's actually sick. I like that idea. Yeah, Danny went pew pew. Yeah, I don't know like some of the logistics on offense of if you're lined up like a fullback, what you can do. Like there might be times if they bring out a tight end as a fullback, like he couldn't run out for a pass or like I don't know all the logistics there, but it would be interesting for sure. Yo, checking in from Delaware. What up, T? All you need to know, Cole, is that the Nuggets hurt me so bad. Hey, man, they're on a heater. Ty's wife is in here. What's up? How's it going? Cincinnati and the Bills are worried because we both got numbers. I know they got our number too. But they got old receivers. Yeah, I mean, dude, the Bills and Bengals are both still good teams. I fear the Bengals more than the Bills, but I still think it could be a close game every time we fight those guys. Short yardage, put Niang as fullback. Eric, hey, there we go. I like that a lot, actually. The Virginia side of DC is much... I'm in the middle of a convo. You broke your thumb, Vizzy? What the heck? No. That's not good. Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel's at the game tonight. Oh, nice. Let's go. Yeah, Clyde is on the roster. Yep. He was at practice today. Over 30 sacks for our defensive ends this year. Just the defensive ends. I would need to look at how many they got last year. I mean, the Chiefs had what, like 55 total sacks last year. That's Willie Gay, Nick Bolton, L'Jarius Sneed getting a handful. I think Justin Reed got one. And then the whole D-line. Chris Jones had like, 15 and a half. So, great question. Off the top of my head, I'm hoping for as many as freaking possible, man. What do you think about the Chiefs' throwing game? Throwing game, like their receiving unit? Or what do you mean, Spencer? But Eric, I hope so, man. Justin Mead with the 2. Hulk smash that like button, y'all. How about those Chiefs? Let's freaking go, dude. Yeah, the like button always helps. Push that out a little bit. Part of your growth plate? Yikes, Vizzy. Yeah, what the heck did you do to break your thumb? Tytheria, Cole, who is your pick for Super Bowl? I mean, probably a rematch of Chiefs-Eagles. It could be, if it's not the Chiefs, it's going to be either what? The Bengals in there or one of the other top AFC teams. I mean, I'm more confident about the Bengals than I would be the Bills. People are hyping up the Jets, but dude, Aaron Rodgers already hurt his ankle. He already hurt his ankle. So we need to see how they're going to be doing health-wise. If it's not the Eagles for the NFC, I don't think it's the Vikings. I would think maybe the 49ers. I'm pulling for the Chiefs all the way. I'm just saying those are a few possibilities. I would hope for a Chiefs versus, let's do a rematch. We could rematch the 49ers. We could rematch the Eagles. I don't really care. Cole, what's your most favorite moment in the playoffs this year? Ooh, I mean, one top one that came to mind was the Chad Henne 98-yard drive. That was a great one. Obviously, Pacheco went off on that drive, and Travis Kelce as well. But that was one, and then just Mahomes coming back in on one leg, doing his thing. Probably his run in the Super Bowl was crazy. Yeah, there's definitely some moments there. Burrow getting sacked all those times on third down by Frank Clark or Chris Jones. That was wild. What are some of your guys' favorite moments from the playoffs, man? Yeah, B.J. Thompson. I can't talk. B.J. Thompson and Rashee Rice are our best picks. B.J. Thompson is a little bit of a developmental prospect just because, like, the Chiefs don't normally go for a speed rusher like that, but Joe Cullen really, really liked him, Owens. And so I am intrigued to see that guy out there. Giants or Lions in the Super Bowl? Bills 4th seed as they fight with Jets in Miami is my guess. The Henne drive said it all. Facts, dude. It was crazy. Mahomes got that dog in him. That's true. IKEA Mahomes. IKEA, what up? Hey, Cole, 200K by the end of the year? 200K? Okay. I mean, I'm at this point, man, I hit 100K. Huge milestone. And now I'm really less concerned about sub count and more just how much great content can I put out every single week or every day or close to. If it's not a daily video, a short or two, and just providing Chiefs Kingdom with as much value as possible. If we hit 200K by the end, dope. If we don't, my voice just cracked because it would be very sad if we didn't. But if we don't, that's okay too. There's a stat out of quarterbacks that made it to a Super Bowl if they lost and never made it back. You mean like most of them never made it back? Because Brady definitely lost and made it back. Maybe a lot of them who lose don't. I'd have to look up that stat. I don't know. Thanks for the kind word. Testicular balls. Oh, man. Favorite playoffs moment was when Jalen got a one-handed interception to seal the game against the Jags. That was a great one. Yep. Did Jalen Watson also have an awesome interception against Joe Burrow? Was that Jalen who leaped up and snagged it as well? Or was that Josh Williams? I feel like that was Jalen Watson too. I could be wrong. I'm a little hazy on that one off the top of my head. Sky Moore catching the punt in the Bengals game. That was your playoff highlight? Bro, I was so scared, Jason. I mean, we could go back to my play-by-play and find it, but I'm like, Sky Moore is back there. He not only caught it, but he had like a huge punt return. It was like 30 yards. That was a great one. Super Bowl loser has been not great except for the Chiefs in like the last 10 years. Now, I believe that. Spencer, are they going to still have some other receiver options other than Kadarius Toney and MVS? Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely have to see. I mean, they have Sky Moore. They have Rashee Rice, Justin Watson, Richie James. Then you've got some other guys potentially with some talent there fighting for the, some of those later roster spots on in the wide receiver room. John Ross, Justin Ross, But could they add somebody? If that's what you're asking, could they add a vet? Yeah, I'm still under, like, in my mind, I still think the Chiefs could add a veteran wide receiver. Now, is it going to be D-Hop? I just really doubt it. But you could add I don't know, I'm just throwing out random names. You could add a Byron Pringle. You could add a Jarvis Landry. I don't think they would go for Julio Jones. But, I mean, there's some names out there, but none of those guys that you add, that's just for, like safety, in case of injury. They could also make some moves before the trade deadline if the wide receiver room starts to thin out a little bit, but that is less than ideal to bring a receiver in late because it's a complicated playbook, man. You want to get them up to speed or bring them in as soon as possible and get them up to speed ASAP. So they could still add a vet. I'm not sure that it's going to be some crazy splash trade or move, but, the Chiefs have been loosely linked to all kinds of people, dude. It's just because the Chiefs are a very well-ran organization and some of these vets may want to come and chase a ring. So they loosely linked a couple guys recently. I talked about them in a video. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. But, dude, Chris Godwin's cap hits are astronomical. Mike Evans is a little bit more realistic, but he's still expensive. I don't know. Whoa, Greg Coleman with the 20 bomb. Coming in hot. Everybody say what up to Greg. Hope you're doing well in Utah. I think you're in Utah. Sending me photos of the mountains. Wonder if I could pull those up. Greg texted me recently, messaged me recently and said, we got a picture of the mountains. You guys got to see where he's working, y'all. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at these mountains. This is like where Greg's working. That is not a water painting. That is real. One more. Look at that. That didn't even look real. Being born and raised in Kansas City, dude, the mountains are so crazy to me, guys. I'm just like, I remember the first time I ever saw mountains. My mom moved to Montana when I was 11. Flew out to Montana and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Yeah, we broke so many curses last season. True, Justin. Watson intercepted Trevor and Joe in back-to-back games. Okay, Jose, I thought it was Watson. Thank you. Yeah, crazy. ISM, Amir Smith-Marsette's another one. Dude, there's so many receivers that could fight for that back, one of the later wide receiver spots. It's tough. Justin Patrick, the inevitable Mahomes, I'm still on it. Let's go, Justin. Thanks for the 2-bomb, man. Multiple donos today. Appreciate it, brother. Yo, Stephen James. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. Thanks so much for the 3 months. You graduated from middle school? Let's go. Zeke, ZKE. Congrats. Bob Ross up in here. Those pics are fire. It's gorgeous. You to GOAT. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. What's your second favorite team? I don't think I have one, man. I just love football. I love the NFL. I'll watch whatever. I only really get nervous watching Chiefs games, but I always just love watching football, man. While Watson, in my opinion, has made the most progress, we have made a lot of moves at cornerback. Yeah, Nick Jones is an intriguing one, too. Yep, Lamar Jackson was added. Moments of the playoffs. Yeah, the Tony return in the Super Bowl, the longest punt return in Super Bowl history. That was freaking nuts, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, Rock Chalk Chief said we don't need any more receivers. Yeah, I don't know that we do. I feel pretty good with where they are. You got to think about this, too. Somebody commented on my video yesterday and said, enough with the MVS disrespect. I wasn't really disrespecting MVS. I was specifically just talking about this PFF article that was talking about Kadarius Toney being the X factor and the rookie to watch being Rashee Rice. But MVS was just a few misconnects with Mahomes from going 1,000 yards himself last season. So MVS, I mean, he went for what, roughly 700 yards, maybe a little bit less. But dude, he had a handful of misconnects with Mahomes. Some were Mahomes' fault, some were his fault. And then there were some long balls that he caught from Mahomes that he was either off a tick or Mahomes underthrew slightly. And there was one, if you there was an NFL video that dropped last week showing the best play from Patrick Mahomes from every game last season. So it showed 20 plays, right? 17 games, then the 3 playoff games, the divisional, the AFC Championship, and the Super Bowl. MVS was on a lot of those. And there was a couple where I'm like, dang, if that ball was 5 feet further in front of MVS, that's a house call. That's all the way to the end zone. So MVS, man, you can't sleep on that guy either, for sure. $2,200 feet above sea level is about 4,500 feet below ground here. What, Cora? Yeah, Cora served in the Army. She's a legend. I think Lamar is going to be less productive this year due to the fact that every high QB except Mahomes starts to fall. Every one of them? James, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the kind words. Going back to the defensive line sacks, Pro Football Reference shows we had 40.5 sacks from the D line. What about from the edges, Brand? They were asking about the defensive ends. I think the question was, do you think the defensive ends this year could get 30 sacks? I wonder what they got last year. Off the top of my head, I just don't know. Go all out for Justin Jefferson? I mean, you got to have $35 million a year ready for that guy. I mean, he's going to be so much money. Stefano said we don't need anything. We're loaded. I don't know if I don't know if we're loaded at the wide receiver position, but I do think we're in a pretty good spot. Like, I feel pretty good about it. I think they're underrated. Like, I think people are sleeping on that, on the position group as a whole. Like, when you start talking about these guys, I think they're getting slept on a little bit. Told you Butker's our kicker. Oh yeah, Butker's definitely the kicker. Eric said that's a great video. It's called something like a Mahomesian play every game last year. Yeah, it was awesome, Eric. Yeah, I can't wait for the members-only live stream and Zoom call. We'll be doing that before the end of the month. We'll do one of them this weekend, for sure. Maybe even, maybe not both, but one of them for sure. Cornell Powell for punt returner. I think that would either go to just right now, initial thoughts for me, my opinion, Nico Remigio or Richie James. Kadarius Toney could do it, but I think they want to preserve his body. I don't think he needs to be back there unless, some injuries occur. Yeah, definitely. So wavy. Yeah. Yes, sir. I hope MVS shows up. I like that a lot. The Chiefs may win every game, but the schedule's brutal. Yeah, the back half in particular, Snapdragon, is pretty difficult. That's a tough one. I think we play the Chargers twice, the Eagles, the Bills, the Bengals. Right before the bye, week 9, we play the Dolphins in Germany. Definitely some wild games back there. Some wild games. You can count on MVS. Bro, MVS. Yeah, just what Kelly was saying. I was about to say it, but she said it right here. MVS came up clutch so many times in the biggest of games. Dude, I mean, you want to talk about showing up. MVS was running like Kadarius Toney's routes in the AFC Championship game. He was being used in pre-snap motion because they were all injured. Justin Watson was sick. Kadarius Toney left injured. McCole Hardman left injured. That's 3. I feel like there was another injury. What was the other injury? Juju Smith-Schuster in his knee. 4. So you had Sky Moore, MVS, Marcus Kemp, and then obviously the tight ends. Kelsey, Noah Gray, but he stepped up big. There was like a couple drives there in that AFC Championship game. It was literally an MVS drive. I was like, every single play. But MVS was absent in the Super Bowl. Well, when you look at, it's really tough because the game, the broadcast view, it doesn't show the routes ran. So you go look at a lot of times at the coach's film, and MVS is being used to stretch the field quite a bit. So obviously, I don't think in the Super Bowl, I don't even know if he got many targets at all or even any catches, but he's still being used to stretch the field. And especially because of how dominant he was in the AFC Championship game, they can't just not respect MVS's speed and what he has shown he could do. So I don't remember his stats in the Super Bowl. It wasn't much. But without MVS, they don't even get to the Super Bowl, in my opinion, at least based on the AFC Championship game. Yeah, Kemp had a first down catch. Yeah, it was nice, Mad Max, right in the middle of the field. It was on a second down, I think. It was nice, though. Kristen, see my message? What up, Kristen? What up, what up? It's going to be Kadarius, Sky, MVS, and Justin Ross this year while working in Rice. What about... yeah, what about... I mean, that's only 4 receivers, and they'll probably roll with 6. You got Richie James. That's another one. You got Justin. The other Justin. Did you put Sky in there? Yeah, you did. Oh, you said 5 while working in Rice. Whoa! Whoa, Greg with the 100 bomb. Cole, thanks for sharing and the kind words. So good to see you and all these amazing peoples. Let's freaking go, Greg. Let's go. Appreciate you, man, as always, man. I always looking forward to the Tuesday night streams. Kristen, glad you like the content. You should make some football card videos. Dude, I don't know anything about football cards. I wouldn't know what to do. They would not be good. Greg, thanks again for the 100. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Oh. Somebody just commented and said new pick. So I went and checked my email. Look at this. Hey, let's go. Give me that freaking Super Bowl Lombardi, baby. Super Bowl 57 trophy. Give me that. Let's go. Internet killer, that's dope, man. That's awesome. What's up, Andrew? Dre, I'm glad you're enjoying the live stream, man. Ballooned Raccoon. Greg, honest question. Can I come work for you? Yeah, Greg works for the railroad in some capacity. PFR shows 20 sacks from the defensive end guys, what says Brand with the 5. So Karlaftis had 7, Dunlap with 4, Clark and Dana each had 5. So the question was, could the defensive ends this year get to 30? So let's just say if each of these guys each had 2 more, I mean, that's 28, right? Yeah. So you would need Karlaftis to get around 7 to maybe 9. You need a Minihue to get around there as well. Clark's gone. Maybe Dana can get a few. You've got Felix. Maybe Felix could grab 5 or 6. Yeah, I think it's possible they can get to 30, but yeah, I mean, they're going to have to up that a little bit. Chris Jones is going to have to share. Quick question. Are the Chiefs going to be better? Better in what regard? Better than they were last season? I mean, they won the Super Bowl. There'll be some areas that they're better. I think the defense is better. Linebacker room, better. Secondary, quite possibly better. A lot of these rookies have, a year under their belt now. The running back room, maybe better. I don't know. We'll see about that. The wide receiver room, I mean, Mahomes is going to do wild things regardless. But yeah, a lot of these position groups are looking better. The O-line could be better. In theory, on paper. Britt Lyons in the house. Let's go. There has to be footage of Kelsey blocking somebody. Where, Smoking? Blocking somebody on what? My highlight of the playoffs, said Spencer, was when Patrick was out for a drive against Jacksonville. Yeah, that 98-yard drive. Fantastic. Jordan Dabian? What up, dude? What's up, man? The Chiefs may lose 5 this year. 5, they what? Be 12-5. Make the playoffs, run it again. Yeah, they've either won 12 or 14 games every year Patrick Mahomes has been a QB. You ever been to St. Louis? Yes, but it's been a little while. Yeah, it's been a little while. Pack God. Question. As a fellow Chiefs fan... Yo, what's up, Boats? As a fellow Chiefs fan, do you think that the release of 2 number 1 wide receivers 2 years in a row is a good choice or nah? I wasn't a big fan of Tyreek going away. I don't think a lot of us were. But they traded away wide receiver 1 and won a Super Bowl. I would honestly counter that slightly with Juju. Juju Smith-Schuster was wide receiver 1 as far as from a production standpoint, but he's not really a true wide receiver 1. I understand that from all reports, all reports that Rashee Rice is going to kind of be the Juju role. I don't know that he's going to have Juju level production. And somebody was commenting on my video yesterday saying, why do we elevate Juju on such a pedestal? Well, I don't know that I put him on a pedestal. I'm just saying he was really good offsetting Travis Kelce and exploiting zone coverage. And he missed a game and a half or 2 games and still put up 950 yards. So he was a very productive receiver. I think it's not so much I put Juju Smith-Schuster on a pedestal. It's more just for a rookie to put up those numbers, Juju Smith-Schuster numbers. I think that's a big ask for Rashee Rice. So is it a good idea that the Chiefs also didn't bring back Juju? I mean, they offered him a deal. I don't think they were super high on him, just with the injuries. So they offered him a deal. But the Patriots deal was, quote, notably richer. 3 years, $33 million, or 3 years, $30 million. The Chiefs were probably offering 2 years, 20. 2 years, I don't even know, dude. 2 years, 17. I mean, who really knows what they were offering him? But it was not what the Patriots offered. Furious George, 11. Carlos, 0. All right, Carlos, 12. Or are you saying Charles? Charles Minihue, 12. FAU, 5. BJ, 2. I just think if 99 and Jones wreak havoc, it should free up the ends. I agree. Love that. Britt, I love Cole on the channel, but I need the season to start. Hey, Greg, we need the season to start. Facts. Tyreek's YouTube channel is good. I haven't been on there in a minute. Ever been to Warrensburg? Yes, sir, Dylan. Man, got that bag, but the Pats are not good. Nah, they're not a good team right now. Why do you have a Cardinals helmet in the background? I don't. Chiefs. Chiefs. This is a signed Tony G helmet. Tyreek still has to pay state taxes because he plays in other states. Yeah, he does. You're right. But not for the home games, I believe. Tyreek will more than likely be in Canton. Possibly, yeah, he'll retire here. Or the Ring of Honor. Yeah, he'll retire a Chief and be in the Ring of Honor. Yeah, I agree. If Uzama gets with Karlaftis and Tamba Hali, watch the freak out, said Night Hunter. I'm going to have to leave. Prairie Girl, take it easy. What up, Greg Davis? How you doing, man? Have you ever been to Cape Girardi? I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell. Looks like Cardinals helmet from a distance. Yeah, it's like the white helmet. Not that the team wears, because they don't, but that you can buy with signatures on it. I'll prove it. It's a little dusty. I haven't cleaned it. But see? Signed Tony G, baby. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Yo, we got some other goodies over there, too. Is Justin Jefferson on the Bengals? No. As many of you know, we have a rematch of the Super Bowl this regular season. What's your thoughts on the game and how it will go? They're both coming off of a bye, I believe that is, right? I think the Chiefs, though, this is just off the top of my head, I think their bye week is coming off of playing in Germany. So It'll be interesting to see how the Chiefs do in that game. I think they'll be fine. Should be a close, hard-fought game for sure. I'm planning a move to the Philippines so I can afford to live on my SSI. They love the NFL and the Chiefs there big way. Yeah, I've been to... What's up, dog? Dog, the backward god. I've been to the Philippines, the island of Cebu in 2013, I think, for 4 to 5 weeks. You think the Lions will get destroyed week 1? Really? Yeah, I'll be curious to see how that game plays out. I mean, the Chiefs completely slaughtered the Cardinals last year, week 1. Favorite NBA team? I don't really have one, to be honest. I don't really have one. I'm going to grab the chair. Yeah, I don't... The heck? My trash can just fell over. Scared me so bad, dude. Thought there was like a raccoon in here. I was like, what the heck? I don't really watch any other sports, man. So, don't really... Like, I would root for the Royals. I know they're not doing well right now, but I don't watch baseball. I don't watch basketball. Batman. Yes, sir, Justin. Cole, what is your Discord? Exclamation point Discord. It's really a members-only Discord. Like, you could get in there, but there's not that much in there for non-members. Pat, got a question for you, Cole. If we trade Mahomes... Oh, we ain't trading Mahomes. Cole, who's the best... Who's going to be the best Chiefs rookie? Ooh. Let's go with Rashee Rice on offense, and let's go with Felix on defense. That's where I'm gonna go on both sides. It's a ghost in your house? Nah. Dude, yeah, Danny took off out of that door. It's was sprinting. I was like, what are you doing? All right, guys, I have a serious question I need you to answer. I think I know what the answer is going to be. Yeah, one less home game for Evil Germany. Why? Yeah, definitely for money, Common. I mean, any team that plays overseas, I think that takes up a home game, right? Technically. Bro, I have no idea what that says, Common. I know it's not that special, but I think that it's so cool your desk raises and lowers. Hey, I'm so glad I got it because with the back problems I have, I have to stand quite a bit. So, yeah, it's very, very helpful. It is pretty crazy, that this desk raises and lowers, but, everything's attached to it. So my camera's attached to it, the lights, my mic, another light. Yeah. All right, it's an overwhelming yes, I should grab a Boulevard wheat. I'm grabbing one right now. Right here. All right. Ta-da. One for each hand, baby. Pause. But, just in case. End poll. There should be a good Red Kingdom turnout in Germany. Yeah, I would think so, Cora. Go Cardinals. Go Cardinals. Who? Jenkins. Our family car got hit. Our family, that'd be wild if a family car got hit. Okay, a family dog got hit by a car. Dang, man. Dang, the dog's been around longer than you. Sorry, man. We had a close couple friends of ours that got their dogs hit. And that's tragic, man. Sucks. Sorry to hear that. Seriously. I grew up with dogs, and it's man's best friend. It's hard losing any animal. We got a lot of people in here who've lost dogs since the start of my channel. Bro, this is taking a serious subject and pivoting, but dude, we got a beta fish recently, guys. We got a beta because they're way less maintenance than a dog. But we got a fish, our first family pet. His name is Finn with 2 N's, baby. I don't think I have a picture. I can't bring him down. He's in a tank. I'll have to show you guys a picture sometime. Let me text Danny. Let me text you, Danny. Text Danny and see. Yo, Greg, glad you enjoy the content, man. That's what we're here for, making all the content that we can. Let me see. Do you have a photo of Finn? I'm asking Danny. I'll show you guys the beta. Better than Sigma? Yeah, it is a fighting fish, but we only got one. We got a beta and 2 snails. Both the girls named the snails. Yeah. Is Patrick Mahomes ever getting traded? Doubt it. Dave has 11 dogs. 11 dogs? What kind, Dave? Oh, here he is. You can kind of see him in here. He's a big blue fish. And there's a snail. Yeah, we got one of the snails. The fish. There you go. The girls are so happy. They feed him every morning. They're like so excited about it. Plants are the new dogs. Dogs are the new kids. Kids are the new exotic pet. You ever been to Jackson, Missouri? Jackson or Jackson County? I live in Jackson County. What up, David? Watch out for the snail overpopulation. What the heck does that mean, Brand? We have 2. What am I missing? Fill me in. Oh, here's a better one. There's the homie. Bro, Finn's kind of cool. Like, you walk up to the cage and he wants food, so he like swims up thinking you're going to feed him like every time. I'm like, that's my kind of fish, dude. Always hungry. I tried to put some Boulevard in his tank. Danny said no. Snails like to make more snails. Brand, I'm like 95% sure we got 2 females, unless they lied to us. Can I get a hoo-yeah? Snails are like rabbits? Ah, great. Well, we'll keep an eye on the snails. How excited were you to see that D-Hop was once again linked to the Chiefs? I wasn't really that excited. I'm wore out. Wore out about it. What's the new worst team in the NFL? I mean, Panthers came to mind, but honestly, their offseason was so interesting. I need to see their offseason first, or how they play after this offseason. The Bucks might not be that good. The Browns, they could take a step forward. I don't know. Who's the new worst team in the NFL, guys? The Texans. Yeah, that's actually a good answer, Kip. Probably the Texans. When did Travis Kelce get traded to the Chiefs? He was drafted by the Chiefs in 2013. Been on the Chiefs for 10 years.
Go get it.
How do snails mate? Jack, I don't know, dude. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know. Yeah, Wang Mang. Nah, he wouldn't. I don't think he would be 17 million if he gets released, but yeah, they're probably not getting the guy, to be honest. I could be wrong. But you'd have to do some magic. Some magic with the cat, baby. Justin with the 2. Kansas City makes no mention of Missouri. Oh, great. We're going to fight about that. People be getting upset about that, too. Andy, I don't want to hear his name anymore. I talked about him in yesterday's video. He just mentioned that 5 QBs he'd love to catch passes for this season, and one was Mahomes. That's not realistic, though. Snail trails. Oh, Danny said, I have no idea if those snails were girls. Oh, I thought they were. Okay. Well, we have to make sure they don't overpopulate the tank. We'll have to take them out and put them in their own little cage. Just kidding. I don't know. You picked the shell purely due to color? What percentage of your viewers are international? Asks Crash. I would imagine you're probably a big news source for fans overseas. Yeah, I mean, we definitely kind of get views like a little bit of everywhere. It is predominantly United States, but let me see if I could look at the countries. Yeah, I mean, we've got people from all over. Canada, UK. Like last month, we had 400,000 views from Canada, 36,000 views from the UK, almost 100,000 views from Australia, 80,000 views from Germany, and then it kind of dips after that. Mexico, 30,000. Philippines had 23. South Africa had 23. New Zealand had 20. And then it just keeps going. I mean, there's some Ireland in there. Israel, 10,000 random. Japan had 10,000. I don't even look at this. That's kind of crazy. South Korea, kind of everywhere. Pretty nuts. You're a few of those views in Germany. Hey, let's go, Eric. Love that. Would you be willing to work with Local 249? We built the transit vans and F-150 in the Ford plant. Work with them how? Josh? That's pretty dope. 75% United States. I think it's higher than that. Let me see. It's 91% United States. That's the last 28 days. If I go like last like 90 days, 87% US. Yeah. Pretty nuts. Top 5 QBs. Oh boy. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, then flip a coin. I mean, on the other three, I mean, maybe Josh Allen, Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, something like that, maybe. The beard goes international. Let's go. Yeah, Justin Herbert. I like Justin Herbert a lot, man. Can you see percentage by state? I can break it down by state, yeah. You think the chances of a Frank Clark return are? I would like him back, Jaden. I don't... What are the chances? I'm going to put it under 50% right now, but it's not impossible. He just have to work with them on price. How close are you from Raytown? I'm in Lee Summit, Nathan, so I don't know. 15 minutes maybe? Something like that. 200K, you shave the beard? Heck nah. Yeah, healthy Lamar Jackson's right up around the top 5. Yeah, for sure. Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert, it doesn't matter. I mean, Jalen Hurts is up there somewhere. I mean, what do you guys think of this list? What do you guys think of this list? Actually, let me show you this first. Let me show you this list first. Look at this. Or this video first. Juan Thornhill tweets out to Travis Kelce. Says, yo, how did I do? This is his first pitch. Bro, this is a good first pitch. Watch this. Pretty good, dude. Winds up at everything. Right down the pipe. Sheesh. That was pretty freaking good, dude. But anyway, what I was going to show you was... I said caption this. This photo. Caption this with Andy Reid talking to Sky Moore. All right? So let me read some of the captions. The only way you make the starting lineup is if you bring me a sub sandwich that's this long every day. Oh, man. That's how far behind you are in terms of separation from George Pickens? Aw, dog. I swear to you, this cheeseburger was this effing big. Okay. Anyway, I'm rabbit trailing because I wanted to show you this. What do you guys think of this list? Top 10 QBs. This is from Sam Monson of PFF. So I understand a lot of us don't like PFF. Okay, but what do you think of this list, guys? Mahomes, Allen, like right there. I'm like, how about Burrow is number 2? But he's got Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Herbert, Rodgers, Jackson, Hurts, Lawrence, Cousins. Kirk Cousins and Dak are top 10. What do you guys think of that? Hurts at 3, says Zoomer. Allen is no longer number 2. I agree. Crashed that exact same as my list except for the last 2. Kirk at 9, bro. I don't know. Where do you think Kirk should be, Hayden? Where should he be? You wouldn't put Rodgers? I don't know if I would put Rodgers. I don't know. This is so hard. I feel like I'd put Trevor Lawrence. I understand. Okay, a healthy Lamar Jackson is pretty much right there, actually. Hurts way better than Herbert, Rodgers, and Jackson right now, says Hayden. Baker at 8. What? Baker Mayfield at 8 after this year? I mean, that'd be nuts. 1 Mahomes, 2 Mahomes on one leg, says Logan. Burrow is 2nd. I agree. Rodgers ain't 5, said Greg. Yeah. I feel like you need to move Rodgers down a couple and shift maybe Hurts up in front of Rodgers. I don't like Kirk Cousins and Prescott. I'm not sure. Like, that's tough for me. Name 2 guys not in that list and you can't say David Carr. Name 2 QBs not in this list. I mean, Zach Wilson. That's one. Who else? Russell Wilson. Carson Wentz. He's not even playing. Is he playing still? What's the Steelers guy name? Kenny Pickett? Tua? Yeah. Goff? Yeah, Jared Goff. Lawrence is number 5. I would agree with that. I'm wish casting as a Bucs fan. Yeah, fair enough, Drew. Oh, BL, no. I thought he was just saying, can you name QBs? Oh, name 2 QBs better than those 2. Oh, I thought he was just saying name 2 QBs. No, not Zach Wilson. Okay. Yeah, maybe fair point. I'd have to look at, what I'd really have to do is look at a list of all the NFL teams. I mean, maybe they're right. Maybe Kirk Cousins and Dak Prescott really are top 10 QBs. I mean, Derek Carr is, I wouldn't put him in the top 10, but he's up there. Not Russ Wilson, not based on his play last season. Cole's got jokes. To Russell Wilson, but you think they are in the top 10? I don't know. Hurts should be 4, Herbert should be 6, then Lawrence and Lamar 8. Geno Smith, dude, you could almost squeak him in the top 10, especially how he played last year. Anyway, we could debate that all day. I just found that was an interesting one. Goff, Matt Moore, Jalen Hurts should be 2, says Ray. BL, I just thought they said, can you name more QBs that aren't on that list? And I was like, sure. But okay, they're probably being specifically saying name better QBs than those 2. Yeah, at the top of my head, I don't know if I could. Kirk is 2nd? Dog, Kirk Cousins is not 2nd on that list. Jared Goff at 9. Where's Chad Henne? Ooh, Brock Purdy. Yeah, where's Jimmy G? Justin Fields. The new QB rule should make somebody happy. I think it will. It'll be a good thing for some backups. Brand with the 5. If you look at overall stats and gradings, it's weird to say, but Cousins is a top 10 QB in stats. I think he lacks something stats can't explain. Yeah, Kirko Chains. Hurts above Allen. I'd probably put Hurts above. Dude, I don't freaking know, man. They're both good. I mean, Hurts just took his team to a Super Bowl. Kind of easier for the NFC teams to get to the Super Bowl, man. The level of teams is insane on the AFC. I mean, let's go back to this. I want to show you guys one more thing. And then we can just leave it alone. What I first saw on this list, bro, 8 of those QBs are AFC, or 7. AFC, 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 AFC. The top 6 are AFC. Then you've got Hurts. So you got NFC, AFC, NFC, NFC. Bro, the AFC is loaded. Oh my gosh. Brand, thanks so much for the 5. What did you say again? Yeah. You're probably right. Crazy, huh? As a Battlehawks Chiefs fan, it's dope to get you to come across the state and catch a game next season. The energy in the dome is second to Arrowhead for football. I'll have to check it out, Jalen. I bet it's sick. If we're talking about Kirk, then not top 10, but Kirk O'Chains is different. All right, I was wrong. He is better than Burrow. Who? Not Kirk Cousins. How long do you think we're blessed with Andy Reid for? Hopefully another 5 years, Jaden. I honestly have no idea, though. Probably depends on his health. If he stays healthy, I mean, the Emperor, old Belichick, 72 or something like that, and Andy Reid, 64. Battlehawk, that's XFL. Oh, darn. Hurts or Burrow? I would take Burrow, personally. I like Hurts, though, but I would take Burrow. Yo, American 1020 with the 8 months. Let's freaking go. What's up? Bro, he says, what's up from Hawaii? Sorry, been busy. Missed a lot past 2 weeks. Hope all is well. Bro, you were in Hawaii? Hawaii? Let's go, man. How much is a gallon of milk over there? I need you to be honest. Andy with the 10. Ooh, he gave his top 10 with the 10 bomb. Or at least top 5. Oh, wait, let me see what he says. Mahomes is 1. Mahomes on one leg is 2. Mahomes throwing left-handed is 3. Mahomes throwing behind his back is 4. Mahomes with his eyes closed is 5. 6 through 10. Mahomes with other handicaps not listed. Okay, this wasn't a true top 10, but I kind of like that top 5 easy. I could definitely go with Mahomes on one leg. Like, it's top 2. Thanks for the 10 bomb, bro. Neil said Josh Allen's a poser, good, not great. I mean, he's pretty good, but he was hurt last season. He's a little bit risky. Stresses me out. As long as Pat plays, Reed will stay. Well, I think, Jack, there will be a time when, because Mahomes could play. He's, 27? Mahomes could play 15 more years. I'm not saying he'll play till 43. If my math is right, 42. I think at 42. In 15 years, Andy Reid's going to be almost 80. I don't know about that. But they'll try to keep the gang together for as long as they can. Who do you think is going to be the best rookie QB? Will Levis, baby. Put that mayo in his coffee and let's go. I don't know. There was 3 or 4 that went in the top 5. All pretty good. Who do you think? Be curious. What about John Ross? I talked about it at the beginning, Ren. He's just there. Picture of him at practice and just kind of talked about the wide receiver room a little bit. How many burritos from Chipotle is Andy Reid going to give to his offense this season? Hey, keep the offensive line happy and they'll protect Mahomes. Bring a burrito to him every practice. Yo, Justin with the 5. Another little dono bomb from Justin. If Andy and Trav both retire in 5 years, are we screwed? I don't think we're screwed, but I kind of hope that their retirements are staggered. If Andy Reid and Travis both retired the same year, I would then possibly look at that as a retooling year. A true one. Especially for the offense. But if their retirements are staggered, Andy Reid will probably coach for longer than dude, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't want to talk about it. It's making me sad. I'm just kidding. I don't think we're screwed, but that's a lot of change right there. Whataburger or Burger King? Neither, man, to be honest. I don't want to get on the Whataburger debate because people be getting mad at me. People get mad at me for my take on Whataburger because it's not that good. Yeah, it really depends on depth at the time. Sure, for sure, Greg. Losing Andy Reid, though, is huge to the offense. And then if Travis Kelce retired around the same time, he's huge to the offense. Mickey Dad Culver's. Nagy will be groomed to replace Reid. That's why they kept trying to move the enemy out of the way. I mean, that could definitely be it. I don't know. Do season ticket holders get a break, or do they still have to pay for non-home game in Germany? Can anybody answer him? Because I don't know. I would think they don't have to. They don't have to pay for the Germany game. I don't think. They're not going. They probably have first dibs for tickets. Yeah, American 20. Enjoy Hawaii, man. What about Patrick Mahomes? He'll still be there. Andy, take it easy, bro. Thanks again for the 10 bomb, brother, and hanging out. Andy has 5 to 10. Travis 5 at best. Never screwed with Patrick, but I agree they should be staggered. I mean, it would help offset the impact. Bro, I feel like this light's flickering. Maybe it's not. No, it's flickering. McDonald's it is. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's either. 13-4 for a record prediction, says KC Dog. Yeah, somewhere around there. 13-4. Yeah. I could probably go with that, to be honest. Be somewhere right around there. Is the next Hall of Fame tight end on the roster outside of Travis Kelce? I don't know. Yeah, outside of Travis Kelce, I'm not really sure. Andy is 3 tops. I don't know why people think he has 10 years left. Nah. I mean, he could. I'm just saying, like, Belichick's 72. So it's possible to keep going. I mean, how old is Pete Carroll? How old is Pete Carroll? Pete Carroll's 71. I'm just saying Andy Reid could go longer. I'm not saying he will. Matt Bushman, that's the next Hall of Fame tight end. Pete is old as dirt. What are your thoughts on Nagy? What moves would you like to see? And what... Okay, that's a lot of questions. Okay, let me think. Jaden, thoughts on Nagy? I like Nagy. I think him and Mahomes get along, like, really well. I think that's really good rapport for the offensive coordinator and Mahomes, just to be... I think they're probably closer friends than Mahomes and EB. But I don't think EB was the I'm gonna be your friend guy. I think he was just like, I'm not gonna play games. I'm gonna tell you like it is kind of a guy. Yeah, so I like Nagy with Mahomes. I think that's good. A good relationship there. Yo, American 1020. Not only with the membership renewal, but with the 50 bomb. Miss y'all, fam. Didn't buy milk here. Don't intend to. Gas is almost $5 a gallon, though. Just ate a $15 burger, and it was trash. $15 from where? Oh, my gosh. Thanks so much for the 50 bomb, bro. Yeah, Jaden. All good, man. Appreciate the questions. How about those Chiefs, baby? Super Bowl 23. Coach Reed, Kelsey, Mahomes are here, so don't get all bummed out. Super Bowl 23. Well, that comment got deleted, but it's actually an interesting one. Gun to your head. Name a player each position on the team, no hesitation. Oh, God. Okay, defense. Let's go safety. We got Justin Reed. Corner. We got L'Jarius Sneed. Linebacker. Willie Gay. Defensive end. Felix Anudike Uzama. Defensive tackle. Chris Jones. I think that's everybody on defense, right? Specialists, you got Tommy Townsend. Then for the kicker, Harrison Butker. Long snapper, James Winchester. Now, let's go to the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes. I could name the O-line. You've got Donovan Smith, Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, Jawan Taylor. You could go Travis Kelce for tight end. You could go Richie James for wide receiver, Isaiah Pacheco for running back. Boom. There you go. Yeah, Pete Carroll, 71. Cole, thanks for the high caliber videos lately. As always, Night, HPTC fam, must sleep before a 3-day intense work stretch at the hospital. Kelly, thanks again for the gifted. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate that. Now, that question, I just assumed it was starters on the team or active, like not like past players. Patrick Mahomes with Dante Hall. Sorry, dude. I think that was voice to text. Yeah, imagine Mahomes with Dante Hall. That would be incredible. Let's ride. What up, Julian? I said the long snapper, I thought. I said James Winchester. I did. Good old James. Top 3 restaurants in KC. Dude, that's debatable. You want to go top 3 barbecue? I'm going to go something like Joe's. I'm going to go... I mean, Joe's is up there, dude. That's probably my favorite barbecue in KC, but I like Gates for the experience, but I'd probably go like Jack Stack, Q39, but Arthur Bryant's is good, dude. Big T's, LC, like, it's all good. What's up, cool guy? Starting 3 receivers? Well, probably, if you're just going 3, it would be either like, it'd be probably Kadarius Toney and MVS, then, I don't know, Sky Moore or Rashee Rice, maybe one of those. That's like my guess, like right there. What's up, Jamie? Yeah, I like Andy's. We mainly go there, Hayden, for ice cream, though. Sonic Burger? That's not my favorite. See, people think I like Sonic way more than I actually do, just because I say Sonic is better than Whataburger. Whataburger's just not that good, guys. I've had it 4 times. It's not that good. But dude, I like a good steak, like a good steakhouse. That'd be good. What's up? What's up? What about Juju? Well, Juju's on the Patriots. Yeah. Expect more 2 and 3 tight end sets this year. We had more last year than normal, Cora. I could see it raising up even more. Brand said, I'm still a KC barbecue noob, but Joe's is checked off the list and leads the way. We need to hit up the other places next time. For sure, Brand. You'll have to come in town when it's not the draft. That was so crazy.
Be the Grim Reaper.
Chiefs always lose a game they shouldn't. Who is that this year? Quite possibly one of our divisional rivals. I hope it's not the Broncos. Could be like you want to say a game we shouldn't? Like, we shouldn't lose to the Bears. I think we play the Bears like week 3, don't we? Could be that one. I hope not. Burger price range in tonight's stream, $1.99 to $14.99. Crazy. Yo, we went to Red Door Grill over the weekend with the girls, so I took Danny and the girls, and I got a burger from there. It's pretty freaking good. Brand, thanks for another 5. Is there still a Joe's Crab Shack? Yeah, there is. Yeah, I don't get out much, though, y'all. We, do Chipotle a lot and bring it home. What's the topic tonight? Whatever, Jared. I mean, I've been live for an hour and 40 minutes, so I just answered chat and we bounce around. We've been talking burgers, but we've kind of talked... We went over the Chiefs roster. We talked about OTAs. We talked about the rule changes. I mean, we talked about how much better Juan Thornhill's first pitch was than Travis Kelce. I don't know, Cole. Original Whataburgers in Texas are pretty good. I've had Whataburger in Texas twice and a Whataburger in Lee Summit twice, and I can't, dude. Can't do it. Bro, what is crazy with my family is all Bengals and Bills fans. What the heck is wrong with your family, dude? Oh, darn. I think there's multiple Red Doors. I had the Red Door. I think it was Red Door. It was in Lee Summit. Yeah, it's back by Best Buy off of Chipman. Dwayne Bowe loves his Sonic. Was he sponsored by Sonic? Yeah, In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out Burger, dude. I thought it was hilarious on Twitter. People were like, "Oh, you like In-N-Out? You might as well be a Raiders fan." But they're like going crazy about Whataburger. So I'm like, you should be a Texans fan. Like, what are we doing? You're tying the origin of a burger joint to the team? Like, what are we actually doing? Oh, Twitter's a crazy place. Top 5 players in the league? Okay. Patrick Mahomes. Should I just go non-Chiefs? Because, I mean, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are 2. I'll move on from there. I would put Chris Jones at 3. Yeah, I would put Chris Jones at 3 as my third. But if you want to go around the league, I mean, I like a lot. Dude, I like Devontae Adams a lot. I mean, he pushed the cameraman at Arrowhead. I get it. He's a Raider. But, dude, Devontae Adams is a freak of nature. I like Micah Parsons. I like watching Josh Allen. To be honest, I think he's freaking fun to watch. Five Guys is good. But everything in black, like, I don't know what you're talking about now, Neil. When you add that last sentence, I don't know what you're talking about. John Ross is the new McCole. Hey, could be Colby. Cole, no team who has played overseas has won the bowl that year. That's a freaking stat. I didn't even know that. Am I concerned? No, I don't think so. That's more of like a random, that's like a random stat than anything, you know? Like, I don't know if that's a curse. The Chiefs be breaking curses. You know they love Joe Burrow? What, on Twitter? Yo, what's up, Pacey? That's awesome, dude. So riddle me this. Is Kadarius physical issues related to incorrect training methods? Well, I'm definitely not a doctor, Julian, but I've seen it. I've seen multiple things from Kadarius Toney needs to train his hamstrings to the way he moves is actually just super bad on his joints, and he needs to work on being not so aggressive in his jukes. Bro, I don't know. But yeah, to the end of your question, I think the Chiefs training staff can mitigate the issue. Yes. I do think so. Red Ramen does make a good burger. Yeah. Five Guys headquarters is in Washington, D.C., so if you like it, you must be a Commanders fan. Well, frick. Dude, Five Guys is so good, dude. John Ross, not going to make the roster. Yeah, he's like a fringe prospect to me. I don't think his like chances of making it's not super high. I'm not going to rule it out yet, but it's not super high. Patrick's Super Bowl, or what? Patrick's Super Bowl order. Patrick's Whataburger order, number 1 with ketchup, pickles, and cheese only. Is that what it is? Yeah, Justin Jefferson or Adams. Love that. Buffalo Wild Wings does have good burgers, actually. In-N-Out is the best burger joint by a mile. They only sell burger and fries. Yeah, you got to get their fries extra crispy and put their seasoning on it. But their burgers are insane. I just saw a picture earlier of me in in California from years ago, and I got a 4x4. A quadruple burger from In-N-Out. Now I want a burger so bad. You think we're going to have a breakout receiver core season? Chiefs top 5? Ooh. I don't know, man. Honestly. I think they're underrated. But I don't know what it's going to look like at the end of the day, to be honest. Yeah, Red Robin has really good fries, Neil. Devontae is amazing, but had a big-time punk moment. Can't wait for him to get suspended. You think he's going to get suspended for pushing the cameraman? When are they going to do that? You think he's actually going to get suspended? Yeah, Backyard Burger's good. I think Justin Ross is going to play. I kind of say he has an upward chance of, or what is that? An outside chance of making the roster. But I'm not going to rule him out either. There's a lot of people super high on Justin Ross. My stance is kind of still the same right now. Cautiously optimistic, rooting for the guy. Could he sneak onto the roster and contribute? Yeah, I'm not going to rule that out. I just don't know what to expect, to be honest, with him being out for a couple years with all these surgeries. And, I mean, he's only been out of the NFL for 1 year, right? Last year was his first year. He was on IR, but I'm rooting for the guy. I will say that much. 2 Flying Dutchman from In-N-Out. Is that like a breadless burger? Because I don't even know what that is. I've been to Whataburger twice and only got 1 order. I walked out on the second order. Took way too long. Sorry, PM15. It's calmed down. You could go to Whataburger now in the KC area with like no lines. Not really lines, at least. You keep hearing rumors on Chris Godwin. I talked about him in a video recently, John. Chris Godwin's, he just got a contract extension last year. It's so expensive, dude. I don't think the Chiefs would take on his contract. It's a lot. Steve DeBerg. What are we talking about DeBerg for? What happened? What'd I miss? I feel like our receivers are incredible and no one is talking about these guys. Yeah, it's funny, Julian. The PFF article I went over yesterday, in yesterday's video, they were literally saying the Chiefs' biggest weakness on their roster is their wide receiver core. But dude, honestly, if you think about every position group on the Chiefs, they're pretty good. I mean, if the weakness on the roster isn't the wide receiver room, who is it? It's not the linebackers. Will you say safety? Maybe. I mean, I feel like they made some good moves. Adding Mike Edwards, drafting Chamari Connor. I know they're betting on his athleticism a little bit. They got Justin Reed. Brian Cook they have from last year. He was a second round pick last year, right? Or 2 years ago draft. What's the biggest weakness on the roster if it's not the wide receiver room? Is it the D line? Like defensive tackle? Like what would it be? What's the wide receiver they drafted? Rashee Rice, Mickey. PFF is weird autofocus. How? These guys are all like round 1 recruits. Ross, Kadarius, Rice. Well, and then, yeah, like MVS. He had 700 yards last year. I mean, Sky hopefully takes a step up. I guess I'm like, seriously, what's the weakness on the roster if you're looking at all the position groups? What's the position group you're the most concerned about? Middle linebacker? PFF says it's because we have no true wide receiver 1. I mean, I understand what they're saying. There's also a lot of what if with the wide receiver room or potential. We're betting on what is it? Potential production. You went to your first game at Arrowhead against the Bengals. So satisfying to have won the Bengals my first game. Hey, that's awesome, Toby. The Whataburger in Ozark, Missouri is pretty good. Not great, though. Bro, the last couple times I had Whataburger, the patties were like cardboard. They were overcooked. They were chewy. It was nasty. Just going to be honest. Yep, Winchester is KC's long snapper. Yep. James. Oh, you think that's a weakness on the Chiefs? I feel like he's good. Yo, Voldemort. Appreciate the compliment. Yeah, middle linebackers, you think that's a weakness? And I like the linebacker room. Yeah, Whataburger is definitely Mahomes' favorite. I'm not going to knock Mahomes. I mean, that's that's his area. He was from Texas. We have 3 wide receiver 1s? Who? Biggest weakness would be the tackles. Okay, so like Donovan Smith and Juwan Taylor. Do we start CH or get him some stats for midseason trade deadline? I don't think we start him. I think Pacheco, that's his job to lose. Pacheco, RB1. Colby, a fellow photographer who also reads AF as autofocus. Yeah, man. I mean, we try to keep the channel pretty family friendly. I say I'm not perfect. I say some stuff on here, but yeah, I definitely say we jokingly coined AF autofocus. What's your order at Whataburger? I've kind of tried them all. I've tried like just the double cheeseburger. Somebody said you need to get the patty melt. So I do like their spicy ketchup, dude. I think that's really good. Who do you think will have a better season, MVS or Sky? AGS asks. I mean, my gut just says MVS. But dude, I've seen some people say Sky Moore is going for 1,000 yards. I'm not going to say Sky's not going to have a great year. Gut, though, says MVS. Tony, MVS, and Rice, book it. Biggest weakness equals fullback. Hey, Ari ain't lying because we don't got one. Do you think we need Zeke from Dallas? I don't know if we need him, but we probably can't afford him, but that would be awesome for a short yardage guy. Untested tackles, not a weakness. I mean, if they play Donovan Smith at left and Jawan Taylor at right, like, they're pretty proven. I will say this, they both struggled against the run, though. 2 of the worst tackles against the run last year, actually, it was literally Donovan Smith. This is per PFF. But Donovan Smith had the second worst tackle grade against the run. You know who had the worst? Jawan Taylor. So, do I worry about that a little bit? Yes, but dude, Joe Tooney's a dog over there next to Donovan Smith, and Trey Smith is a dog over there next to Jawan Taylor. I think I need to just see them in action before I like worry too much about like their previous run blocking grade based off PFF, to be honest. What's up, Linda? Madden did Isaiah Pacheco dirty? How so? Yeah, I love our linebackers too. I would take Dalvin, honestly, over Zeke, AGS, even though I like Zeke too. We definitely don't need a center. A center, yeah. Who's better, Hopkins or Juju? Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, even at 30, about to be 31, is one of the best in the league. What rookies are showing out the most so far? Honestly, Toby, we haven't really seen much yet. Oh, Zeke plays center now. I see what you're saying. Yeah, last year, hilarious. Zeke's a free agent, Mickey. Justin. Oh, you're good, man. You're not being too crazy. See ya, Hayden. Watson and MVS on deep routes, says Lancelot. Kelsey has option routes. Tony and RB's underneath. Sky and Fortson are gadget guys. There you go. What about Rashee Rice? Bro, Rashee Rice led all rookies with deep passes over 20 yards, with contested catches and deep passes with 8. And he also led the rookie class in yards after the catch. And he did it all with turf toe for half the season. I mean, that's freaking crazy, dude. I'm not going to lie. Is no one concerned about our kicking game? Honestly, Haram, not really. Butker was still battling through injury, and he talked about it after the season or at the end of the season. He was still, like, he wasn't right for, like, most of the season. But, dude, he came in pretty clutch, kicked the game winner against the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. He only missed 1 field goal in the postseason. It was in the Super Bowl, sadly, but we won. But he kicked borderline game winner in the Super Bowl as well. Rashee Rice plays just like Amari Cooper. I like Amari. Kanjay, holy, somebody donated 100. Yeah, Greg, the legend. Coleman in the house. Who do you think will be the Chiefs wide receiver 1? I mean, from a production standpoint, more than likely Kadarius Toney. If he's healthy enough. There's a reason no one leaked that Rice was catching with the guys in Texas. Oh, yeah. 100%, Julian. You are right. Favorite player all time, Derek Thomas, baby. Despite the hard times, I believe in Butker. Yeah, he's still under contract. And, I mean, outside of Justin Tucker is the most productive kicker over the last 5 years. He's not going anywhere. But kicker will be fine if he can stay off the Cardinals' garbage field. Truth. Cole, do you think Creed Humphrey's better than Jason Kelsey? I mean, they're both really good. Creed Humphrey is graded out better than Jason Kelsey the last 2 years, but again, that's just a PFF grade. I don't think I would trade Creed Humphrey for Jason Kelsey, but I like Jason a lot. Haram said, thanks, Cole. I'll be watching Butker this year. I'm not as certain as you are. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, I bet my house that Butker's going to just slay next year, but I still think, based on his history, knowing that he had a severe ankle sprain last year, like, I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt for this season until he proves me wrong. He's been the most clutch kicker over the last, 5 seasons outside of Justin Tucker. So, I'm still rolling with him. Cole, what do you think about releasing Juju? Well, he was a free agent. The Chiefs offered him a deal. The Patriots offered him a better deal, and he went with the Patriots. So, I mean, he went where the money was, and he already got a ring. So, I don't fault him for doing that. You go to Chiefs training camp? I might. Yeah, I think so. We'll have to go one day. What's up, Allison? Favorite player of all time? I mean, all time? I mean, I always say Derek Thomas, but dude, there's a lot of legends. I mean, Lenny Dawson, Joe Delaney. I mean, Emmett Thomas. There's like, I mean, Christian Okoye. It's kind of a, there's like a bunch out there. Have we seen footage of said meeting between the two before the draft? Not footage, Jack, but just, it was Rashee Rice in his post-draft interview with the media said he was training with Mahomes in Texas. They were like, really? And he was like, yeah. And then they asked Brett Veach about it, and they confirmed it too. Steve DeBerg. You got to sign Travis Kelce and Pat Mahomes ball? That's awesome, Drip. Love that. Juju Tyreek this? I mean, Tyreek was under contract, and the Chiefs offered him... Well, I guess, yeah, in that regard. The Chiefs offered him a deal, but a different team offered him more. Yeah. See ya, Smoking. Appreciate you, man. Hey, I got your coffee. It's really good. Cool, guy. Let's go. Glad you like it, man. Conjay, I'm a 49er fan, but also like the Chiefs. Like you're happy that Garoppolo's on the Raiders. I'm not. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think he's that big of an upgrade, no offense, for the Raiders, but whatever. I know that Josh McDaniels likes him. They used to work together, so okay. Who's a receiver you'd like to get before the regular season? I mean, I think we're set, but I mean, if they want to add a veteran wide receiver, okay. I think we're okay. If D-Hop got released, wanted to come and chase a ring, and the Chiefs could finagle salary cap money, then okay. That's not going to hurt the room one bit. But I think we're okay where we are. Eric Berry was a great one. What? Yep. I agree. Honestly, Kelce is really our receiver. Yeah, he's a tight end in his role, but like from a production standpoint, he's the leading receiver on the Chiefs over the last 5 years and leads the NFL in most receiving stats over the last 5 years. You should be at $50 on that Apple stock? Okay. How do I even see that? Yeah, O'Darn bought me Apple stock and DraftKings stock one day. I was like, dude. I really don't know our backup QB situation, Friesel. Blaine Gabbert and Shane Buechele. Yeah, Brand with the 2. If Justin Watson is our floor, we are set. I think that is the floor. A guy that did what? What was his stats last year? 300 yards, 250. Justin Watson, 2022 stats. Thanks for the 2, Brand. Let's see his stats in 2022. 315 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, if that's the floor, I dig it. Justin with the 5. What team scares Pat? And why is the answer no? All right, well, thanks for the 5. Yeah, I don't know if anybody truly scares him, but there's teams he probably respects more than others. But yeah, the answer is no. No team probably scares him. Dina's home, have to go serve my queen her dinner. Keep up the great content. Britt! Appreciate you, brother. Glad you were in here hanging out. Let's go. Cool, I've seen Mahomes play the same as he do in high school. Dude, that's awesome, man. Soccer artist Jack, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, dude. Let's go. Yeah, Justin had some timely catches, had some unfortunate drops there in December, but made up for it.
We just do what we do.
I bought what you got so I could see how it does. Hey, bet. Well, I ain't selling them. I'm just going to keep them. So let's go. Cole, has the team received their rings yet? No, they get them. When do they get them? Around training camp? I think that's when. Are you expecting us to try some new interesting plays? Probably, Julian. What? Couldn't tell you. I do say this. Kadarius Toney throws a pass. I would almost book that. I don't think we're going to see. Don't quote me, but I don't think we're going to see a behind the back pass, although that's pretty crazy. But I do think Kadarius Toney throws a pass. Yeah, what else? I'm sure there's more, but that's one that I think will definitely happen. What the heck, Mickey? Dude, I could beat D-Hop one-on-one. Dude, he's still one of the top receivers in the league, man. What are your power rankings for the top 10 teams? I don't know, Drip, off the top of my head. My answer would probably be pretty generic. Chiefs, Eagles, Bengals. I mean, those are top 3 for sure. Yo, Perry with the membership. Let's go, man. I appreciate you. The Given, you have an amazing channel. It's awesome seeing you grow or seeing it grow. Let's go, man. Yeah, we're at, what are we even at? 123,000, maybe? Yeah, dude. It's been really crazy. It's been a big blessing, man. Super grateful. I have faith in Taylor, I'm right. And Smith. Oh, and Smith, depending on the team. Yeah, I think our tackles are in a decent spot. I'm not sure Donovan Smith was the Chiefs' original answer, to be honest, at tackle. I don't think that was the original answer, but that's who's here now. So, if he has a 2021 year, because he was injured last year, if he has a 2021 year, Joe Tooney should help him. You might potentially have gotten Orlando-level talent at a fraction of a price. $2 million. $2 million base salary. Rest up, stay away from steps? Wait, what'd I miss? Someone fall down the steps? AGS, appreciate it, man. What team do you think is going to have a breakout year? I think the Jags take a step up. I think the Lions might step up a little. Who else? Be curious to see the Panthers with all their offseason moves. 15-2 regular season, says Justin with another 5-bomb. Appreciate you, man. We go undefeated till week 16, then run the table. I don't know how to prove you wrong because we got to sit here and wait for a long time. But 15-2 regular season, undefeated till week 16, then run the table. So you're saying like the last 2 weeks are just resting the starters? Oh, hey, I'm here for it. KC Dog said, you can doubt the Chiefs, you can dislike the Chiefs, you can disrespect the Chiefs, but you're going to have to deal with the Chiefs. Love that. Yeah, good old Mitch, man. He's the legend. If you could change anything about the Chiefs, what would it be? I would just love to see an all-star left tackle. I know that's not the case this year. I would just love a generational talent at left tackle just to protect Mahomes' blind side. Other than that, I don't mind. I don't mind what's going on there. I feel like the Chiefs will do a 44-12. Wait, what's that? 44-12? Thoughts on Felix? Yeah, man. Hometown kid. He's young. I think they're believing in his... I just think the Chiefs believe he hasn't hit his ceiling, and he's one of the youngest drafted players in this year's draft. I don't think they had a round 1 grade on him, per se, but I think their round 1 guys got taken off the board, and they tried to trade up and couldn't. They liked Felix a lot. He was a position of need and knew he wasn't going to be there at the end of round 2. So they just went ahead and took him. He was the best remaining player probably on their board. Yeah, I like adding youth. Like, just zealous dudes on the D-line, man. Like, keep stacking them up. Put a guy alongside George Karlaftis. Give Chris Jones some help. They brought in Charles and Minihue. Like, I'm pretty excited. What do you think will happen if we put Chris Jones as kick returner? You don't want that. That'd be kind of funny. Bargain basement for starting left tackle. Yeah, that's true. What happened with Ross? Nothing really. I just talked about John Ross was spotted at OTAs. showed a picture, and there's not much, but we just kind of talked about him, talked about the wide receiver room. What's up, John? Yeah, thank God, Justin, we don't play the Colts. Everyone after pick 17 is a round 2 grade usually. Blind, that you're probably right for the most part. I will say that's why they went up and got Trent McDuffie last, not this past draft, but the draft before. They had a true round 1 grade on McDuffie, and he fell to 21. 21 or 22. They traded up to get him. Yeah, because he was falling, and they're like, what the heck? We got to go get that guy. Yeah, thank you for the no Colts. Facts. All right, Pacey. See you later, brother. Appreciate you. Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. It has been just a little bit over 2 hours. I'm going to go have a little bit of an early night, get some rest, and get ready for more content tomorrow. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Jack Crack, I believe it was smoke all along about Taylor to left tackle. You could very well be right, Jack. I mean, they're probably posturing saying, well, the initial report, honestly, was Juwan Taylor was left tackle, depending on how the draft goes. I think they had their sights possibly set on someone in the draft. I know that the report said they tried to trade up with the Cowboys for Mozzie Smith, but I also bet they had a tackle in mind. But they were all gone. It didn't happen. Yeah, maybe the plan was never for Juwan Taylor to play on the left side, but they believed in his athleticism and think if he had to play left side, he could. They saw Orlando Brown transition over, and Juwan Taylor is definitely more of an athletic individual than Orlando. So I think they believe that he could switch if they had to, but I think you're right. I'm not sure that was necessarily the plan. There wasn't plan A. Brenda, thanks for hanging out. Neil, Martin, appreciate you, man. Rachel, who's the best wide receiver? I mean, probably Kadarius Toney on the Chiefs. Night Hunter, Terry, Blind, K. Wayne, Trey, KC fan, appreciate it, man. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Be back with a video tomorrow. YouTube Shorts, you know the deal. On Friday, we'll do the Red Friday Q&A. Keep a lookout for the members only live stream. We'll give away a jersey. We'll probably do that this weekend. Then we've got the members only Zoom call sometime after that. Heck yeah, Martin. Glad you got the membership. If you're a new member, man, exclamation point Discord. Join the members only Discord. Stay connected. We chat in there all the time about Chiefs news, NFL news, offseason, free agency moves, everything. We be talking in there. Yep, the community tab on my YouTube channel will get you the updates about the members only live stream. If you're the Let's Freaking Go tier and up for members, the Zoom call, all that good stuff. So appreciate you guys. Thanks again for everything, man. All the likes, comments. Love hanging out with you guys. The donos, the gifted, legends, per usual. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Smiley.
How about those Chiefs?
Hey, man, you know what's going down next season. Trevor Lawrence. We're going to hold it down. Peace.